I seriously dance to the music going on in my head. Hey, lovely. Welcome back to another episode of You Were Meant for More. I'm Francine, your Empower Her coach and sister in this healing journey. And today we're talking about something that sounds spiritual, but can feel so personal. And that is forgiveness. Yeah. And I want to say this right up front. Forgiveness is not pretending it didn't hurt. It's not excusing it. It's not saying it was okay. Forgiveness is choosing freedom so that you can stop carrying what was never meant to live in your heart forever. So if you've been holding resentment towards someone else or you've been holding guilt and shame towards yourself, this episode is for you. So hey everyone, welcome back. It is New Year's Eve. I'm so excited that you're here. I'm excited that either you're joining live or you're catching the replay. Man, I didn't even get a chance to say Merry Christmas last week. I was like, after the show, I was like, I didn't even say Merry Christmas. I hope you all had a beautiful Christmas or holiday with your loved ones, wherever you are joining from. And make it a safe and prosperous new year. I definitely want to let you know that at the end of this show, I'm going to share a little bit about the goal setting, and how to go into 2026 with purpose. But we are wrapping up our self love mastermind foundational or core foundational top three, which is self love. We already covered that, self worth. And now we're going into forgiveness today. So grab your pen and paper, your journals, whatever that may look like, and let's take some notes and come with me through this process so that we can start to uncover what it is we need to let go of so that we can move forward in 2026 with peace, love, joy, harmony, because that is what God has intended in your life. And we are here for all of it. All right. Let's go ahead and dive in, you guys. All right, here we go. So I want to take you deep. So let's take a deep breath first. So inhale, exhale. I always tell people breathe in deep, hold it for about 5 seconds, and then blow out as long as you can hold that breath blowing out. That is going to help relax your nervous system. It helps you stay calm and at peace. And it just brings this whole sense of like calmness and just, yeah. Of course, my brain can't think of any other word right now, just calm and peace. And it is going to relax your nervous system. So do that 3 times anytime you're feeling anxiety, anytime you're feeling overwhelmed. And it really sets your body to be in a space of serenity. There's a new word. Okay, so we're going to release some weight today. And I want you walking in 2026, like I said, with intention and purpose. Okay, so let's break it down. What forgiveness is and what it isn't. Okay, so forgiveness is releasing the emotional debt, letting go of the need to punish, choosing peace over replay, a process, sometimes a daily decision. So understand that those people in our lives, we may have to just do that forgiveness daily. And that's okay. It's a process that you get to do so that it can release that pain or that hurt that you've been carrying on with you in your heart. And I want to break it down in a sense of where it comes to the body in general, as far as our health wise. Um, it affects our organs when we hold on to this type of forgiveness, which I will dive deep into further on down the line. But we're wrapping up season 2, you guys, with this forgiveness. And I'm going to be just diving into everything and all things self love in 2026. Okay. So, what forgiveness isn't? Forgiveness isn't approval, denial, forgetting, reconciliation by force. Somebody can't force you to forgive them. Trusting someone again automatically. It doesn't happen like that. And we know that. Our nervous system knows that. Okay. So forgiveness does not mean you hand them a mic again. It just means you stop letting them live rent free in your mind. It means you create boundaries. You can still forgive someone and still have boundaries. And that's not bitterness, that's wisdom. Okay? So if this is resonating with you, please drop a yes, amen, whatever that may look like for you. Ask any questions along the way. Let me know if you're joining me live or if you're catching this on replay. Okay? I am here for you. So why does forgiveness matter? Well, let me share. This is the cost of holding on to it. Unforgiveness is heavy. And sometimes we don't even realize we're carrying it because we've learned how to function with it. You guys, when I hear about people having heart attacks or having strokes or going through any type of ailment, all I can think of is what is heavy on their heart? What is heavy on their lungs? What is heavy within their nervous system? That is a process that we get to go through to release. Okay? But here's how it shows up. You overthink and replay conversations. You feel triggered by things that shouldn't hit that hard. You stay guarded in relationships. You self-sabotage when things start going well. Oh my goodness. Remember I told you I was a self-sabotage queen back then? You don't even realize you're doing it. You're doing it on automatic because of something that has affected you in your past. And you feel stuck in the past. Unforgiveness is like keeping an open tab in your spirit. It drains your energy. And I'm not saying forgiveness is easy. I'm saying it's worth it. For your overall well-being and health, it is so worth it. Which I will bring on a speaker to really break down the organs and how everything truly is mind, body, spirit connection. Mind, body, spirit connection. It is all together. It runs all together throughout every piece of organ in our body. Okay? Okay, you can't fully step into more, right? Because I tell you guys, you were meant for more. But you can't fully step into more while your hands are full of what hurt you. So let's talk about forgiving others. Some of you are holding on to pain from betrayal, abandonment, disrespect, broken promises, being misunderstood, being treated like you were dispensable. Those are old patterns, you guys. Those are old patterns that no longer get to sit within you. You have to be ready and willing to say, I am meant for more. I deserve more. I am more. And we're going to go through a few exercises in a bit. So you say, I want to honor that, because forgiveness is not about minimizing what happened. This is how we get to reframe it, okay? Forgiveness is saying, I release my right to revenge. I release my need to replay. I release the hold that it has on me, okay? Not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. Remember, God moves in peace, joy, and love. Okay? The first one's love. I woke up this morning and, just to share, because I happen to just reflect on it as I was sharing this message with you. And when I opened my eyes, I have like a wall unit that has like books and, some quotes, from like frames and pictures and some of my Dodger stuff. And I also have stocking holders. And a couple years back, I bought some stocking holders, and one says peace, one says joy, and one says Noel. And what I've gotten out of that is a reflection of what God has brought into my life. Now, I want to share a quick story. I was talking with my my stepdad. And I was telling him how it's really hard for me to share about God's love and God's mission in our lives because of how many times I failed as a human, right? And I told him, I said, growing up and everything, we hear from those usually older people, right? That talk about God and Jesus and how, he's here to save our lives and things like that. And the human being in us are just like, okay, thanks. Yes, I do love God, but we don't really dive into who God is. We really don't. And I know there's a lot of people out there that don't. And I remember saying, and I'll be completely transparent and honest with you guys, I remember saying, well, I don't want to be one of those Bible thumpers. What was a Bible thumper, right? Those people that go out there and preach to you and, oh, Jesus loves you, God is saving you, and, all of these things, right? And then as I started, getting more into my faith, as I started really following along and being obedient and being of service to God, my life started to change. And I started to feel like, God, I'm not that Bible bumper, but thumper, Bible thumper, Bible bumper, Bible thumper, sorry. But but in actuality, I am, but I'm not, because I'm not that type of person, the way I preach or the way I share with people, because I don't preach. I just share with people, right? I share God's love. I share the good news. And, and I always ask God, why do you continue to use me? I mean, I used to, reach out in so much pain and agony. Like, why do you continue to use me? I keep failing you. And I'd be in tears and things like that. And then he reminds me, because of who I am and how I share his good news, because not all of us are perfect. We all don't follow a rhythm of what God's followers are supposed to look like. Okay. It's what he has for us and how we get to share his mission through him. And he utilizes us to do that. So the people I talk to are people that have gone through the same like pushback, the same, trying to figure out on their own and not really doing life the way they want to. So they're like, yeah, I got to just give it to God. Fine. Take the wheel, so it's relatable. And I remember my stepdad saying, he's like, you should have a podcast. He's like, a lot of people can relate to what you're saying. And I started laughing. I go, I have a show, which, by the way, we have 14,000 views a month. So I know 2026, we're going to knock it out of the park. Okay, with our viewership. So thank you for being here. I'm again grateful. So much gratitude for you all. But going back to the peace, joy, and Noel, is the peace, you guys, it's on another level. And one of the things I shared with God is they don't listen, because he had told me to help, people, right? I've always been someone to give, somebody to help, somebody to support others. Always, always, always. I remember a quick story where, I didn't understand why I put myself out there to help so many people. And I remember a friend of mine said, because you're a child of God. And that hit. And I was like, that makes sense. So when I explain peace to people, I am ultimately telling them there's just a whole level of peace that God provides that is unexplainable to the human thought. I'll tell you right now. You may not know it. You may not feel it. You may like, what, Francine? What is that peace supposed to feel like? It's supposed to feel like nothing around you can shake you. Nobody, nothing. Because you're fully committed and surrendered to God. That's all you allow yourself to be in that space. So it's like that's your whole being. Okay. Now, so many of us are like, I can't do that. I got this. I worry about that. I got bills. I got this. I got that. Don't get me wrong. Been there too. I understand. but I know God provides a way. When we allow it to happen, he provides. Promise you. Once you let go and let God, I kid you not, your life will change. And if you want to know how to do that, if you really want to know, stay connected with me. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Well, that too, but subscribe to my email list, because I have a few things coming out. Of course, the Self-Love Mastermind is going to kick off again January 10th. Plus, I'm being guided to do another Bible study. So understand that there's just so much that he has and wants me to share. And I'm just like, God, but they don't listen. God, I don't know what to do. God, they don't listen to me. And you know what he tells me? You don't listen. So I'm like, oh, that was a good one. All right, I see you. So there's peace and there's joy. Like, my goodness, you guys, joy on another level. Break it down. What does joy mean to you? Just this feeling of just over like filled with like love, so much love and joy and excitement and happiness and fulfillment. Like, yeah, I'm telling you, I don't know what got me on this rampage, probably this rant is because, not rampage, this rant, I'm sure God, he always has his hands in what I do. But it's funny to me because I'm just like, God, like, I'm not that perfect Bible thumper. And he's like, you were never meant to be perfect. You were just meant to surrender. And I was like, I felt that. So know that I love you guys. And I'm here to tell you, surrender, let go, and let God. But let's continue this whole area of focus, because I want to make sure I share those 2026 goals with you guys. Okay. All right. So if you felt that, if you're like, Francine, yes, I'm that person. You're speaking to me. Yep, that's me. I was that person. Didn't want to let go. Had human thoughts. Couldn't control my emotions. Just let it control my life. I'm sad. I'm always crying, or I'm lost in my world. Let me know. Because believe me when I say, I know how to get you out of there. Been there, done that. I was Jonah. God told me to go one way. I went the opposite way. And I was like, yep, nope. And then he just kept throwing me in the belly of the whale. And I was just like, all right, God, I see you. I see what you're doing. And I did. I used to have those conversations. I'm like, I see what you're doing. I got you. Okay. But yeah, when you're done trying to figure out life by yourself, let me know. Believe me, it's going to be comical. We'll get through it together. Okay, let's continue. Okay, forgiveness doesn't require access. You can forgive and still say, I'm not available for that relationship anymore. I wish you well, but I'm protecting my peace. I forgive you, but trust has to be rebuilt, and that takes time. Okay, so we're not confusing forgiveness with a VIP pass back into your life. Remember that, okay? This is where boundaries come in. Even when it's family members, we absolutely love our family members, but remember, in order for them to not control who we are and for us to love them in a way that God loves them, we have to set boundaries. I will guide you through that as well. Okay, let's talk about the one thing that hits deep: forgiving yourself. This is hard for so many people, including me. It was because high achieving women and men don't just remember what happened. We replay what we should have done. We say things like, how did I miss that? Why did I stay so long? I knew better. I wasted time. Okay, first of all, love, you did not. You did the best with what you could. You did the best you could with what you knew then. So whatever tools you had at that moment, that's all you were able to respond with. Again, it's a lesson. It was a lesson in your life that wasn't meant to shame you. It was meant to shape you. So give yourself grace for how far you've come. Okay? Releasing the identity of the one who messed up. No, we no longer get to put any titles on that, okay? Letting God rewrite the story is what you need to focus on going forward. Choosing compassion over condemnation. So love yourself. Again, the whole self-love mastermind is going to talk about you and others and how you get to love yourself so that you can love others, and then you start attracting the love that you give yourself. Take that notice. So many people are looking for love, but they have to love themselves first in order to receive the love they're looking for. Okay. You are not your worst moment. You are not your biggest mistake. You are still worthy. You are still whole. And you are still allowed to start again. That's okay. We get to stop, reset, start again. Let's go. Okay, so I want to give you a little bit of guided exercises. Let's do a quick reset together. If you can place one hand on your heart, take a breath in, take a breath in. Remember to take that pause. I don't, because I'm trying to process this through a little bit quicker. Okay. Quietly ask yourself, who do I need to forgive? And also, what do I need to forgive myself for? No judgment, just honesty. So remember, hand on your heart, if you got to place two of them, be in prayer, meditation, whatever works for you, and just realize who it is you need to forgive and how you get to do that for yourself as well. And write it in your journal, write it down. Because when you're ready to face this, your subconscious mind will release it and you'll start to let it go. It's a process, you guys. I'm here for it. I'm here to help you thrive through it. So there's no judgment, just honesty, okay? So we're going to identify some emotions. What's attached to it? Anger, grief, disappointment, shame, regret. Repeat after me. I release the need to punish. I release the need to replay. I release the need to be understood by someone who refuses to see me. And then repeat this after me. I choose peace. I choose healing. I choose freedom. Okay? Repeat. I forgive myself for what I didn't know. I forgive myself for what I tolerated. I forgive myself for how I coped. I am learning, I am growing, and I am becoming. Okay? How does that feel? Feel powerful, huh? Love it. Ask, what boundary do I need to protect my peace moving forward? We all have one. Let's do it. We have several. Some people have several. We all have something that we need to protect ourselves from. That's okay. You're going to move with love. Okay, take one more deep breath. If you felt emotional, that's okay. That's actually release. Your body, your nervous system is releasing anything that's toxic, anything that's no longer serving you, and it can bring up those emotions. That's okay. That's something that you can be so proud of, that your body is like releasing. And thank your body. And just like hold it and just say thank you. Thank you for letting me release that. Okay? All right, you guys, let's bring it home. Today we talked about forgiveness for others and forgiveness for yourself, not as a quick fix, but as a doorway to freedom. So what am I still carrying that I'm ready to release? Where do I need a boundary so I don't reopen the wound? And what would change if I truly believed I'm allowed to start again? All right. So let me share quickly about 2026 and what we have lined up in next week's episode. We're kicking off the new year with a vision board workshop and goal setting. Yes! Woo! I know. I have those New Year's things. I should blow one of those horns. So this is what's happening. The last time we did this, we received tons of positive feedback. So I'm back to do it again, but this time I'm doing it with you. I've never done it for you guys as my audience. Okay? So I would just want to share that success is an adventure, and I want to make sure that you're here for it. So I am going to share with you my website, francineayala.com, and you're going to be able to download the free goal. I had it right here in my notes. Daily goal review and action template. So let me go ahead and share my screen really quick. I'm like, what am I sharing? There we go. Give me 1 second. I don't know what happened there. Has lost permission to capture screen. Oh, that's odd. Okay, it's not letting me share it, you guys. For some reason, there's a technical issue. But just go ahead and go to, let me type it in the chat, francineayala.com /, not even /, just francineayala.com. I'm so used to saying francineayala.com / meant for more to book a call with me, or / self-love mastermind to join the self-love movement, you guys. So definitely you guys can grab it on my website. And I'm going to, it's not going to let me share. So I'm going to, that's a bummer because I had it ready to share for you guys. Let's see if it'll, no, it won't let me add it. Oh, that's the bummer. Okay, you guys, no worries. Sometimes, technical difficulties happen and we're just going to roll with it. So we're good. But if you guys go to my website, like I said, it's going to pop up and then you'll be able to click on the link and it's just going to give you the automatic download. And you can download that and it's going to, let me just kind of share since I can't, print it out for you guys. But you're going to have a monthly target. You're going to have a quarterly and an annual target. Want you to put those numbers in there. You're going to work on, what your current month progress is with week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Your primary goals, what your top goals are. So I want you to put a goal number 1. You're going to put your monthly target. And then goal number 2, what is your quarterly target? And then goal number 3 is going to be your annual. What do you want to accomplish in your annual? And then it goes into mindset and energy check. And then, of course, your evening reflection. But this is just like just a brief breakdown. I'm sorry, your daily action steps as well. So you have daily action steps, income generating activities, and then it goes into mindset and energy check. So this is just a breakdown. I've been something I haven't shared with anybody. So maybe you guys will hear for the first time. I'm actually working on a planner. So I'm working on my own planner so that I can put out to my audience of how I do my yearly goals every year. So tomorrow, January 1st, 2026, I take myself out to a nice restaurant or a nice area. Doesn't matter where, just somewhere nice where you can reflect. Could be a park. It could be, where did I go? I went to a wine bar last time in the evening and it was beautiful. Like normally I'll do it in the morning, but this particular time I did it in the evening and I went and had a glass of wine as I wrote it down and I just got to reflect and write out my new goals for 2026. So I want you to do that for you. Be intentional with purpose. And next Wednesday's live, we're going to do a vision board workshop and then we're going to break down goals together using this sheet. I may even add more to it just so that you're set up to be intentional and purposeful for your 2026. So can I just get an amen for doing that for you guys? Because yes, it's going to be a great one. I can't wait for you guys to join. So that is it for my show today, you guys. I wanted to make it short and simple and sweet for the new year. I definitely didn't want to do another rerun because I know with the holidays, it can get a little chaotic. But I am just sending you tons of love. And you guys, if this show spoke to you in some way, comment free or forgiven. And if you're watching with a friend, tag her, tag him, because healing is easier in community. And if you're ready to go deeper, that's exactly what we do inside the Self-Love Mastermind. We walk through self-love, self-worth, and forgiveness so that you can stop carrying the past and start living in your purpose. And then you guys can learn more at francineayala.com / self-love mastermind. Okay. So you know that you were meant for more, and you don't have to drag yourself. You don't have to drag yesterday to your tomorrow, or you don't have to drag 2025 into your 2026. I love you. I'm proud of you, and I'll see you on the next episode. Okay, you guys, go out there, be safe, and have a very blessed and prosperous new year. Okay, until next time, thank you for being here. Grateful for you. Take care.
I want to get to know what you do, what inspires you, what you enjoy.
My ability to lead really impacts women on a larger level, because not every woman has the same story or the same journey. So understanding where they've come from and where they want to go helps me be the leader that I can, so that I can show up in a space of authenticity for them.